Hello, this is John Dilworth, and we are continuing with our process, our animation. And we have the bully here. We can see his actions and how we've got here to this rough stage of him doing this tap dancing. Well, the beginning of one in the previous episodes. And so now what we're going to do is add another layer for his arms. So now what I want him to do is to clap. This will start the initial series of dance moves. He's going to start this. From there, we're going to get going, rolling. So, color. Let's see. Perhaps we should try a fuchsia? Maybe. So he's going to have to clap. Where does that clap happen? Where does it happen to start the whole process? So, be right, crap, down, and then that's, so it's going to be around here. So let's see what happens if we just play it going forward. So we know his shoulder's up here, right? And here's the hand. And let's say we want to start, and here's this thing. And he's got his hand here, so maybe he just, maybe we're doing something like this initially, right? And he's going up, and why not take a lead from that he's going up. And here's his shoulder back, and his hand is still going up like that. Wow, this is looking pretty weird, monkey-like, right? Ape-like, because he is an ape, the ape. Yeah, man, wow. Maybe now elbows come down, shoulders come down, but not the hands, right? Maybe they're still up there. Whoa! And here's this business, right? It spreads out. Maybe it's coming out like this. I didn't plan this. We're just going. Remember, this is what. Oh, yeah. And now, why not? Let's do something like this. Just to get some momentum. And what happens to this arm? Close it? No, it feels like it wants to be that. Like the elbow wants to go up in there, right? And then it's going to come somewhere here. Let's see, yeah, I guess that's where it's going to be. But I don't want to lose his body. Oh, let's just see. That's why we're working in color. And the exaggeration, right? And his shoulders are up here, so and then boom, right? Let's have a favoritism. Let's favor going towards the boy. And his shoulder is up here, so this is there. Shoulders up there, so you could barely get his elbow. And then this is coming down, and we could, but that's it. It doesn't matter because that's the arm. It's not gonna be a big deal. Oops, we had a little wobble, wobble, wobble. Boom. I'm just doing the form. We'll figure out the other business. And here's his shoulder, right? So there's that. Come on now, be good. Oh, it's getting this thing again. How is that possible? Only in 4 minutes I get this spiral. The spiral of vengeance. The computer, the machine, refuses me a continuity, a progression of frames. Maybe it doesn't like it. It's a mystery. I must have somebody come in here and analyze this spiral hypnotic device sent from another agency somewhere far, far away. somewhere far, far away. Well, the idea I was going to have is just to bring his shoulders now somewhat more normal, because he's going to bring his hands out of this thing. And we'll continue with this body cycle because I like it. It works really well. But before I do that, I think that we should build his pants and his shirt and all of this jazz, because his head's fine. I'm not gonna get into animating his ears going up higher than his hair. Maybe his, I don't know. Maybe his hair, something, I don't know. It's not important. I think the important business is happening right here in this pelvis area, and of course the hand clapping. And this business will happen so quickly that it's probably not worth all of the energy and time we're going to put into reconstructing his head. Ah, we got work. We got the go ahead. So let's see. So right. So he's like sort of he's praying almost. Right. So there's that. Okay, so we have this business. Let's see how... Oh, no! Why did that happen? That's not very professional, Dilworth. Okay. What I wanted to do is disengage that so I can scroll. Bap! Isn't that love? Bap! Now, what can we do to make sure these things are not symmetrical? We don't have much room up here. So the only thing to do is possibly delay this hand. Delay this. Oh, we don't want to do that, do we? So let's close that off, right. And let's see this. So it's there. Let me do this, and I'll put this there. And wait, don't do that. And I'll drag this down. So now, look at it, I like this better. I don't want it symmetrical. Symmetrical is, it's just boring. It's got to have a better design. I like this a lot. This is much better. And let me do this. See what can be done. Or maybe this is like that. I don't know. That's creepy weepy. Looks creepy weepy, doesn't it? And then, well, this is interesting. But let me just see what this looks like if I played it out like that. No. No, it's better that way. All right. Well, I could bring this hand forward more. Oh, no! Got to put that back there. Oh, yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, that could be better. Let's see this in real time. Well, real time. It's not timed. None of this is timed. We're just doing one frame at a time. We set it up, and then we'll put in the refinement of motion. I mean spacing, timing. Well, we're doing the timing. We're doing the spacing. I don't know what I'm saying. Perhaps it's cocktail hour. No, not yet. Not yet, Dilworth. So this is what I love to do. I love to just keep scrolling this. But I like what's going on with his head. You see what's happening with his head? I mean, this tool of selecting and distorting is enough for me. But I mean, geniuses, masters like Richard Williams will draw everything. The Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo of animation. And there's probably cats just like him all over the place. Right, so why don't we do this then? Now that we have our hands, I like what I'm seeing. We have a lot of cleanup business to do now. I mean, just kind of filling in. Look at this. Here's his hand here. And that's his thumb. So I have a thing about using the original lines of... I know it doesn't... How do I explain it? I like the drawing, the lines. I don't want to redo them. I want to use them. Because somehow they're connected. They're connected in a genetic way. I mean, I laid them down, the first DNA strands of our drawings. So why not? Well, why not? Can I use them? Oh, I better do that so I can see this thumb. So that's what I do. And I'm not really gung ho about cleanup in Flash. I, I know. I hope that there are talents who could clean up like our heroes. Not heroes, but artists we admire. What's happening? I lost connection. There's that thing again! Ah! And I think at this stage, you understand what I'm doing. And perhaps we will pick this up on our next episode.